Hello, welcome to Pixel Shared Sandwich Shop, hastily put together without one Gregor Smith in the gallery today. Also, we're on a different type of camera, trying to give you better quality than what was already provided.
Technical shebang,
so we're having a bit of fun.
Yeah, we're still working it out.
You know, still like put together with duct tape and chewing gum instead of glue.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, a shed's supposed to be a bit dishevelled, isn't it? So,
and a sandwich shop.
Honestly, who has a pristine shed?
No one has a pristine shed, and no one has a pristine sandwich shop, which is what this show is today. Hello, I'm Joel Loynes, Jacob Dickens. We're in the sandwich shop once again. It's been another week of exciting video game news.
A lot of stuff's gone down.
And do you know what's the most exciting?
I always forget that you've got these segues.
I
every
do.
week.
Do you know what is the most exciting?
Go ahead.
Rocket League's coming to Xbox One, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Check that out.
We can shoot to our on-location reporter.
Yes.
To get our live reactions for that story. So.
Live reporter, are you coming in?
I think that's him. I think he's there.
He had an excellent report of Rocket League potentially coming to Xbox One.
Not confirmed, but that doesn't stop the hype train.
Doesn't stop the hype train. It is the most played game you've done on the PS4 so far.
Yeah, basically.
And my least played.
Yeah, whenever we're recording stuff for video and such, whenever we're waiting for the stuff to export or whatever so we can get up and leave, you're sat there babying the video. And I just play Rocket League on your PS4.
Yep.
Because I can't do that. I can't do that on my Xbox One.
No.
Yet. Hopefully.
But we won't see you ever again after that.
It's a weirdly addictive game.
Weirdly addictive.
No, it's like 5 minute things. It's
I
just
can
so
see
short.
the addiction, but it's just like I don't have time to do
5
this.
minutes, so we're literally just saying.
Yeah, but I don't have time. I'm babying videos.
I suppose.
I've got other stuff to do. I'm a busy man with busy things to do, like sleep in till 1 p.m.
Oh yeah.
You know?
A lot of maintenance to go on in the shed.
A lot of maintenance.
I will not stop making these shed references.
Before we get into like the main crux of what this show probably is, Steam OS.
Yeah.
Because the Steam machines are finally hitting. They're finally doing stuff. Like, Valve are sending them out.
Still a bit curious.
Yeah, I've heard positive things. Like, hey, don't expect this to, blow your socks off. This isn't gonna...
It's
It's
for convenience, isn't it?
It's convenience, yeah. You're spending a lot of money on a machine that you
don't have to really do much with.
Yeah, you get it. And
which is the appeal for me.
Yeah,
I have no idea about that stuff.
And in like 5 years... It's roughly, maybe 3-4 years, roughly a console cycle. You put it to the side, you get a new one.
Yeah.
But the Steam OS is apparently killing the frame rate of many big games at the minute. I was reading through some stuff, and I had my own sort of theories. So I think it might be the fact that it's all Linux.
Right.
It's all Linux wrappers.
Yeah.
Most games are built, like, Linux comes into contact with most video games at some point because of coding, and I assume, Linux is there at some point.
Yeah.
But no, they're saying, like, SteamOS is not the optimal way to play video games at the minute, which is awkward.
That's kind of bad for them, yeah.
Considering that's what the entire thing's about.
Yeah.
It's a Linux wrapper to boot your games on. But I would probably recommend people get those, like, if you're going to get a Steam machine, I would probably recommend just installing Windows 10 on it after the fact.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something you can do. I'm sure that's what a lot of people will end up doing.
Yeah, I mean, even Alienware have another version of the Steam machine. That doesn't come with a Steam controller, but it will come with a 360 controller. Or an Xbox One controller, I think.
Oh, right.
And Windows 10 installed on it.
Oh, okay.
For the same price.
Yeah.
And from what I've been hearing about the Steam controller... Yeah, and what I've been hearing about the Steam controller, it's not it's not great.
Yeah.
But this is, Valve's first stab at proper hardware.
I suppose so. Not going to get it right away.
Yeah. And
I'm interested to try one out though.
I want to touch one. I've not touched one just yet properly, but it looks weird. It looks uncomfortable.
Just the
things.
The indent.
Look, I gave up playing. Like you use your Mac to play Hearthstone and stuff like that. That's fine, touchpad and stuff like that. But if you were to play anything a bit more taxing, you'd probably plug in a mouse.
Yeah.
Like a shooter or something.
For Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah,
that's what I
there's
do.
a reason that I gave up on trackpads. Like, I got a mouse because I realised, oh wait, this is a fool's way to play.
Yeah.
And do you know who else are fools?
Who's a fool?
The people who always go to fucking Camp Crystal, like the Friday 13th people.
Oh right.
Crystal camps.
Yeah. Jason Voorhees and all that.
He's a fool.
Is he?
He's a fool.
I think he does quite well for himself. He achieves his goals.
Yeah, he does.
He sets his goals, achieves
But he always dies at the end, and then he comes back.
He comes back, so can't keep him down for long.
No.
Jason gets knocked off the horse, he gets right back on.
Yeah.
Good on you, Jason.
And this time round, he's actually succeeded.
Oh.
Friday the 13th, the game.
Which I remember that being announced.
Yes, so announced on Kickstarter, just finally finished.
Oh, okay.
And it actually succeeded.
All right.
With over $800,000 in the bank.
Should be interesting.
Did you look into anything with that game?
I think I did at the time, but I remember very little.
It's basically, I think it's like 7 versus 1.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's a camp counselor, and they've got to basically just survive. You don't have to survive with other people. So I was listening to like Adam Sessler's involved with the game and stuff like that.
Oh cool.
Adam Sessler being from like G4 and Revision 3 after the fact.
Games journalist extraordinaire.
Yeah. Now doing development.
Other stuff. Yeah.
Helping with development and stuff like that. And so I was listening to the podcast that he was on, and he was saying like, yeah, what people are going to realise is you don't need to help other people. You need to survive.
Yeah.
If you want to fuck people over, that's the aim of the game.
If
you want to work together, that's also the aim of the game. As long as someone comes out alive, that person wins. Might not be as a team.
It's one of those weird double or nothing sort of situations where it's well, I could probably secure my safety more so than everyone else's as well, but we might all end up losing if everyone does that and doesn't work together. I think that's interesting.
And I want to play as Jason and just go murder people, shank some dudes.
Yeah.
I didn't look into how much if the counsellors can defend themselves and stuff like that. I assume they would be able to.
But
lightly.
Just off the top of my head, with the concept that's been thrown out there, I would imagine it being a bit like Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
How you can kind of have stuff to kind of get him away, but obviously not kill, and
but
you're just mainly hiding from it.
Yeah, and then there's another player playing as Jason, so it's 8-player multiplayer, but 7 versus 1.
Yeah.
And then I was Friday the 13th game. You try to remember hey, the last one was so good on the NES.
Oh gosh. Was that really the last one they did?
I think so.
Oh, bloody hell.
There might be another one.
Yeah.
But the problem that I thought that would arise would be the problem that would arise was just it's a multiplayer game, and what if the 7 other players, the camp, it gets out there here's how to win basically, and Jason's fucked. The person playing as Jason's just fucked. But that's something yet to be seen.
Yeah. I literally think that
there's just one video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. Cool little horror game to make, and this is the right way to do it. There's no way, you either make an exact clone of Alien Isolation, but with Jason Voorhees, or you do something cool with it, something that'll last a bit longer.
It's a concept that hasn't been tapped into too much. I feel having the unbalanced numbers teams wise.
Yeah,
they had Evolve obviously, and
there was Evolve. There was Alien vs Predator. Games.
That was
those games.
That was weird team sizes, wasn't it?
It was one Predator,
bunch of humans, one Predator, and couple aliens, yeah.
But like the Predator is near invincible because he's invisible all the time and you can't see him, whatever. But no, the idea is cool, but it's just never been done exactly right because there's always a way to win.
Yeah.
You know, like there's always like a loophole that people figure out, like in Alien vs Predator, like, oh yeah, if you're humans, you're fucked anyway because you're down in one hit.
Just try and do what you can, but
do last as long as you can. Good luck. But you know, it's completely unbalanced, and like this is going to be unbalanced, but at least it's like, there's and I'm not saying like Alien vs Predator it had to be balanced to match the humans and stuff like that. But that's competitive multiplayer.
Yeah.
This is not competitive in that way.
Survival horror-y sort of thing,
it's not competitive. It's it can be competitive. Like I guess the competition will come in like, hey, I'm gonna just take the boat and go. See ya.
Screw everyone else.
Speaking of horror.
Oh yeah.
Norman Reedus. The actor from The Walking Dead.
Oh, right.
The one with the crossbow.
I do not watch The Walking Dead.
The one that's going to be in Silent Hills.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, him. You got him in your mind?
I do.
He's come out and said like he really wants Del Toro and Kojima's little vision to come together. He really wants it to happen.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I'm sure he'd do well off it.
Everyone wants to see Kojima do a little bit of horror now and then. Like I mean, start Metal Gear Solid 5. It's a fucking horror game through and through. It's terrifying.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like every week like I said this last week. It seems like every week we're bringing up
a little bit trickling through every week.
But it's like, and the thing that's happening is like this massive speculation at the minute. Like Kojima's supposed non-compete clause ends in December. The Video Game Awards are in December, and Kojima is there because he's an advisor or he's on the panel.
Buds with.
Yeah, and also he's massive buds with Jeff Keighley, and he's announced pretty much most of his game. Like he announced Metal Gear Solid 5 there, Ground Zeroes. A lot of Kojima news comes out when Jeff Keighley's about.
Yeah.
So Jeff Keighley, listen, you boring fuck.
Oh, don't be mean.
I love you.
Yes, we do.
I want to work for you. Maybe we can host the game awards. You just have a cuppa in the back. You do the TriCaster.
Yeah.
And we'll host.
Be a nice little operation.
We've also got a third person. We'll have him.
He's here sometimes.
Host. Yeah.
You just need to rattle a bag of Percy pigs and
he'll come running.
A bit of veggie ones.
Speaking of Ollie Saville.
Oh.
He.
What news about his whereabouts or something?
Not his whereabouts, but like he did a little bit of research. So Pornhub had some trouble with a bit of their audience after Fallout 4 came out.
Fallout 4 came out.
It did.
Whoa! We made a video on it.
We did. Which you can go
probably
watch.
See some of that.
Yeah, you can go watch that here. Yeah.
As we usually find on the Pixel Shed, drugs are always the answer.
Exactly. Slip some MD in your coffee in the morning, you'll be right as rain.
Bam.
But Ollie Saville.
Oh boy, what a video.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
My gosh. We just watched it on the TV screen up there and watched the whole thing.
Blew us away.
Those boys, they have some talent.
I don't know who they are. I love them though.
Got to get picked up somewhere.
One of them's got the right idea.
One of them.
That's that Ollie Saville. He's got the right idea.
Oh, it must be, yeah.
But Ollie Saville.
Yeah.
Did a bit of investigating into Pornhub's audience.
Investigating.
So, one of the more interesting stories of the week actually comes from Pornhub, who are making the claim that since Fallout 4 has been released, they've had a significant dip in traffic on their website. So obviously the game seems to be stealing away their customers. Now, Pornhub released a graph showing some statistics, but I'm not sure we have access to that right now. So we're going to draw you our own. So as you can see, here's the Fallout and here's the porn. So what we know is that as Fallout came out, the porn went down. There was less porn, as you can see. There was
wanking. Oh man, yeah.
Had to cut that short. A bit risque.
A bit risque for the...
We don't have that kind of thing in our sandwich shop.
Oh,
Thank you
man.
very much.
No. This is a high-class establishment.
Yes, we're so high class. We're
Where
a
we-
sandwich shop without sandwiches.
It's because you ate them outside.
I actually did. We could have had sandwiches.
We could have had sandwiches. We do this every week. Right, next week, getting sandwiches.
Yep.
Sandwiches are on
Certainly.
the list. They're on this list. Maple Story.
Yeah.
We've never played Maple Story. Well, I played Maple Story for a little bit when I
Yeah.
was like 13.
So we saw this news and you got excited.
I got excited because Maple Story is fucking stupid. The designs are awful. It's shit. It's a shit game. And Nexon, I got excited in that ironic, like, holy shit, I can't believe they're actually doing
this.
this.
Is being made.
Nexon announced that they are doing Maple Story VR,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
Did they do audience research and that was what they concluded the people wanted?
But there's like,
Or did they just feel like doing it?
I think they just felt like doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, your Nexon, you fucking have your fingers in all the pies
Hmm.
within Asia and all that.
Right.
And then there's this guy with his goggles on, and he's shaking the controllers like this, and he's smacking mushrooms, and it's like, Christ, Maple Story is literally not changed in the last 10 years it's been
I
around.
mean, I
Like,
understand it's early development. It did look a bit dated.
It was 15 seconds long,
Yeah.
but at the same time, go look at Maple Story now, and then go look at Maple Story back then.
Mm.
It's exactly the fucking same.
But now it's going to be first person.
And you can smack mushrooms.
You can literally do that.
G.I. Joe karate action. Kung fu action. Do you know what's not got kung fu action in it? Because it's a bit of slow
A
old
lot
game.
of things
Old
don't
game.
have kung fu action in it, sadly.
I've got kung fu action in me.
Have you?
Yeah.
When you
I,
play...
when you play System Shock, which
System
does not
Shock.
have kung fu action in it, it is a terrible world to live in. The
gonna-
System Shock world.
You're
It's
gonna
the
bring kung fu to
Yeah,
System Shock.
it's the precursor to like Bioshock
Yes.
and stuff like that. But this is like the original System Shock,
Mm.
which is that's very old. Gameplay, it's very old, very old.
Oh my gosh.
Very different to what System Shock 2 was, but not like in style and like pace.
I
And
bet
stuff
I
like
was rather young when that gameplay
Yep.
was well, not recorded, but...
System Shock. So, a couple of years ago,
Mm.
or 2012 roughly, I think, System Shock's license changed hands
Right.
because it's been in a very complex situation before that,
Hmm.
where because it was Looking Glass Games, which developed the first System Shock and held the license and all that, and then Irrational Games, Ken Levine's
Yep.
studio did System Shock 2.
Okay.
I think I think some of them had a touch on System Shock 1. I'm not too sure.
Right,
I'm not
right,
too
yeah.
read up on that. But so basically, when Looking Glass collapsed in on itself, EA held some part of the System Shock license, or some part of System Shock. But then the lawyers, the insurance company, held part of System Shock. So it was in this massive tizzy for years and years. And so that's why System Shock 2 and the original System Shock never appeared on any digital markets for a while. Because
It was
no
just
one could
so-
come to a decision where to who to sell it, who was selling it, who's getting the money and all this. So basically, this company run by a guy called Mr. Kick. I can't remember what his. I should have written his name down. I should have written all the stuff down. Let's put in System Shock 2. See where the things have gone, like the licenses and stuff like that. But anyway, this guy stepped in and decided he was going to buy the license. Like he was going to fully own the license at this point.
2015 Night Dive Studios.
Yes, Night Dive Studios. So they now own System Shock
Right.
as a whole. They're the type of company that go through like old licenses,
Right.
like old IP and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and go right. we will sell this, like we'll re-release this in a new market,
Mm.
like GOG or Steam,
Mm.
and you get some of the cash, but we take some of the cash as well, so we can continue doing this stuff.
Mm.
They are now going to, so instead of just like re-releasing the original System Shock and all that, like what happened earlier this year and all this, like, because it's just the original game, but like wrapped up for like new Windows versions because it was a bit difficult to run. It was outdated.
Yeah.
They're going to remake the original System Shock, and also have been talking about potential System Shock 3.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing the remake of System Shock 1 relies on everything relies on that. Like if that sells,
then they'll make the sequel.
Because obviously Night Dive Studios aren't the type of studio to make this full budget System Shock 3.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to talk to other studios, they're gonna have to talk to other publishers, all this. And no, they can publish it themselves, but you know what I mean, like they
want investment in it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have money in it. Because video games are expensive to do.
Damn straight.
And you know what? If I will check this out when it comes out, because the original System Shock is fucking impossible to get into now.
Oh really?
For me anyway, it's just so old.
Really archaic, kind of mechanically.
It's just old.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And all this, like some people whoever watches this and likes the original System Shock be like, oh, it's
I'm sure there's people that still.
Yeah, but it's like System Shock 2 is no good without like some of the mods, because you can level up in such a way that it's impossible to progress. Stuff like that.
Yeah. It's old.
It's old.
Yeah.
And making money is a good thing, but sometimes some companies do a little bit wrong.
When it comes to making money.
Yeah, like they got the right ideas, hey, let's sell them more stuff.
They just want all the money.
But the stuff they're selling is a bit shit.
Right.
So we got exclusive footage from Ubisoft.
Ah, yeah.
And interviewed someone at Ubisoft's head offices about the new Rainbow Six Siege.
We sent our TV crew.
Yeah, season pass.
Let's see what they had to say.
Did you? Well, currently you can buy it for $64.99 in the gold edition of the game, which includes the game and everything in the season pass. Or you can just buy it separately for like, I don't know, I think it's like $30. I don't know. But you can it comes with like a year-long premium membership, and that's 7 days instant early access, and like 8 DLC characters, and like renown boost, like that 5%. Don't know what that is. I think that's so you can buy stuff. A weapon skin and 600 rainbow credits that can be used. And then like some safari themed weapon skins as well. And also you get like access to 2 daily challenges, but none of the maps, because we're releasing all those for free. Whew. That's going to be a bundle, I sure so hope. Well, that was interesting.
Rainbow Six, eh?
More like rainbow shit.
4.
Rainbow shit.
Fuck.
Ass siege.
It's not very good, is it?
No.
It's a bit of a shit season pass, isn't it?
That's a bit shit.
You don't really get much of consequence with it.
Nope.
And you gotta pay a fair bit for it still.
It's crap.
Yeah.
Literally, like, puns aside, it is
Literally
absolute. It is bobbins, hands down.
It's the kind of thing that you would sell individually if you were going to sell it at all.
It sounds like a bunch of microtransactions put into a game that
With a season pass, you expect something like, in a
substantial.
in a shooter, it's going to be maps, isn't it?
But like they're handing all the maps out for free,
which is fine.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Like everyone should be on the level playing field. But
This isn't even it's not even a season pass. It's basically a bundle.
yeah,
They call it a season pass.
it's maybe one of the worst season passes since Fallout 4 season pass, which is, guys, just trust us, the DLC will be here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they said the DLC is going to continue way into 2016 for Fallout 4.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It's good. It's fine to say that.
Don't sell it to me until it's ready.
Yeah.
Like, you have nothing to show for yourselves.
You can tell me it's great all you want.
Probably isn't.
I'm
Probably
sure
a bit
it's
broken.
fine. Well,
That's the thing I'm worried about.
Fallout 4, it's just a bit broken, really. But
Dropped the ball. Fell out.
Ball
of their
out
hands.
4. Ball out of your hands 4.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fuck.
Humour.
Woo! But it's time
For the big stuff,
for the big stuff.
pretty much.
The thing that I forgot to almost watch and tuned in, and Bill Trinham was eating donuts.
The thing I didn't watch, but I just caught up on
Yeah,
afterwards.
That's probably the way to do it, actually.
Yeah.
But Bill Trinham ate a shitload of donuts, and Reggie is pissed. What happens? I've just got to find out next time.
Mm.
But so the Nintendo Direct, got too excited then.
Oh. Yes.
The Nintendo Direct.
AKA the donut shop.
Yes. Our main competitor to the
Gimmick
news.
infringement.
I like the Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
Nintendo don't release a lot of news, and then they just, here you go,
Oh.
everything all at once.
And they do it in these cute little video packages.
And it's real nice.
And it has character,
Yeah.
which I think is something that a lot of video game companies are lacking.
Yeah, and obviously this is the first one since Iwata passed away.
Mm.
And I heard that the Japanese one was very good.
Mm.
But we got Bill and Reggie.
Can't go wrong with Reggie.
You can't go wrong.
You absolutely can't.
They announced like a shit ton of like indie games coming to the console.
Bunch of stuff.
Bunch of stuff got announced. Like, here's a load of games that are coming to the console
Mhm.
soon from third parties. But the main news that usually comes out of these is like primary Nintendo games.
First party.
First party stuff, because Nintendo's first party stuff recently has been.
That's why everyone buys their consoles anyway.
It's a bit thin.
Yes,
Like this year's been Splatoon
as of late. Yeah.
and
Smash.
Super Mario Maker and
Smash.
Super Smash Bros. Continues to. No, Smash Bros. Was last year.
Yeah. We smashed like a
'Cause
year
we-
ago now.
Yeah, almost a year ago, because it came
I
out
guess
just.
I
It
did
came
get
out.
it way late because I got it February
Yeah,
time.
because
yeah.
it came out just before we watched the
The Game
Awards, the Keeleys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we should, in no particular order.
Right.
Here's what happened at the Nintendo Direct.
Mhm.
For those that haven't caught up, Cloud,
Mm.
as in Cloud Strife,
Yes.
big sword,
With his
anime
Buster
man.
Sword.
Yes, he's coming to He's coming to.
He's coming to Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's coming to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That's not Goku.
No, it's not Goku.
It's not Vegeta either.
No.
Those aren't this isn't the character I voted for. Actually, I never thought that Cloud would Cloud's a very odd pick. We were discussing this the other day.
Hmm.
He's a really odd pick because Final Fantasy VII was
Yeah.
cancelled on the Nintendo 64.
Yes.
He's never been in a Nintendo product
Like
directly.
Maybe like a GBA one or
Something
something.
along those lines.
Maybe.
Um,
You know.
but it's weird. He's a weird choice.
Final Fantasy VII's getting remade right now on the PS4.
Yeah, and none of the re-releases of like the PS1 version have come to
Nintendo things.
Nintendo things at all.
It's
So
weird.
it's a weird fucking thing.
Nintendo have got this new relationship with
Square.
Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
they've got
guess.
they've got Final Fantasy Explorers
Hmm.
on the way
Ah.
this January. They announced a big, nice set for it and everything like that.
That's a thing.
It looks cool. I want to maybe play that game.
Hmm.
It looks more multiplayer focused, though, so we'll see how it goes.
But Cloud.
Cloud,
So they released a trailer for it.
is another sword character.
Yeah, I think that's something that people will moan about and
Yeah.
have been moaning about. Personally, I always like the sword characters, so you know. I guess he has a lot of the Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, there's
You
like a
played
lot of
FF7?
references and
Have you
stuff
played
like
Final
that.
Fantasy?
Yeah,
Yeah. There's also the stage, Midgar stage.
Midgar stage.
It's got all the
and,
summons on it and all of that.
You know, but it won't be true to the Final Fantasy experience unless it takes 15 minutes for a summon to come out the sky,
Yeah.
and then you've got to
To
change
watch
the
the
disc.
cutscene. Yeah, no, it looks cool.
It looks cool.
I think it's a pick that obviously not many people were expecting, and
No, it's one
it
of those.
really surprised people in a positive way.
Yeah, and I think there would be more picks from the ballot coming
Hmm.
this December in a Smash Direct,
I mean, oh yeah,
which is dedicated
entirely.
entirely. So we'll get to see Sakurai.
Maybe
Being all
DLC
cute.
outlines and such.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, on that Smash Battle thing, I think I voted for Roy, and we got Roy, so
Roy's our boy.
it's all good.
But Roy was already in the game. The true Roy.
Well,
The realest Roy.
that's not my Roy.
Roy Cooper. Don't diss his glasses.
No,
He'll smash you up.
I always played as Ludwig.
Fuck you. And then there's a lot of Zelda stuff sort of came out all at once.
Release date for big shiny new Zelda.
Well, they said
release window
2016.
next year,
Next year.
which isn't that far
They
off.
put out a little teaser
So
image
it'll
of
probably
it.
just be like this time next year.
Yeah. Be a bit awkward though, considering like the NX is all getting announced and all that stuff next year and stuff like that.
Well, it was like how you had
Twilight
stuff like Twilight
Princess.
Princess coming out on GameCube and
So
the
do you
Wii.
think they'll? This has been the conversation going around for ages.
Will it
do you
be on
think
Wii
that-
U and NX?
Yeah. And will they have two versions? Because like, will they have the Twilight Princess situation where the entire world is mirrored to match the controller?
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's also a curious question. Like, because obviously, like Zelda Twilight Princess is getting an HD remaster for the Wii U.
Yeah,
It comes with a big Wolf Link amiibo.
that looks cool.
Does look cool.
As the amiibos go, it looks like a detailed one.
Yeah,
So-
like it's a larger one.
Yay.
And Reggie said like any progress saved on these amiibos will carry over to the new Zelda game, and you'll get bonuses and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the Twilight Princess remaster has
Yes.
amiibos.
Yes.
What do you do?
Fuck knows.
How do you accumulate
I would assume
data?
Maybe it's something to do with like what Hyrule Warriors had, which was you put it on an amiibo on, you get like a bonus thing from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they say you accumulate data and you'll be able to get items from what you do in the Twilight Princess remake.
Maybe like the new Zelda game has like, hey, if you put the Wolf Link amiibo on, you can get a wolf.
Wow,
Whoa!
that'd be cool.
Like so, it's a wolf.
You can ride a wolf.
Wolf Link, ride the wolf.
Why not?
Furries like to ride the wolves.
We'll have to see.
But
the
the Zelda Twilight Princess HD remake, I'm oddly looking forward to it. It's been ages since I played Twilight
I
Princess.
did play Twilight Princess about, I want to say about half a year after it came out. Like most Zelda games,
Never
it
finished
didn't grab me.
So it was. I got my Wii at launch. It was the game I got at launch. All this, and so it has been since maybe early 2007 since I played Twilight Princess. It's a long time.
It might be interesting to go back to it. Yeah.
It looks good. It doesn't look as great as like the Wind Waker remake. Like it doesn't look like a lot of effort's gone into.
I think like a HD remaster would lend itself more to something like Wind Waker just because of the art style and
but like
more.
they changed the art style slightly in Wind Waker. It looked better, like looked crisper. And, you know, some people complain that it looked too flat and stuff like that, but I was like, yeah, it looks better. Like it looks like I remember it. Zelda Twilight Princess
it's a
looks
more
like
bleak looking game.
looks like I remember it, but not in a good way. Like, oh yeah, like wait, yeah, I used to play this on a giant CRT and then tried playing on a flat screen. It looked fucking atrocious. and then
It's actually one of the situations where, I guess, where you could actually just play it on your Wii U anyway, couldn't you? If you have the Wii disc.
yeah.
It might not look as good, but I mean...
But also, like, maybe it would be nice to not
to have it
swish
I suppose so, yeah.
remote around for hours and hours and
I
hours.
suppose, yeah.
And I'm just wondering, like, if you choose to play with the controller, will the world flip, or if you change to the Wii U pad, will the world flip back and so? Which hand will Link hold his sword in? That is the main question.
There's possible interesting implementation for the gamepad. It'll probably just end up being your items and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well, it'll be a lot like Wind Waker, won't it?
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's more smoother than Wind Waker, because Wind Waker still paused the action to change your weapons, menu and stuff like that, as if I can remember. It was still a pause it's still a proper menu screen.
Maybe you could strap it to your arm like the Pip-Boy edition, just have the gamepad.
I've got to do
another controller.
I've got my shield.
Beep, beep, boo.
I've got my
Give me my boomerang.
shield. Oh,
That's the one.
Zelda.
Yeah. I don't do that.
No.
Not really.
No, but you are looking forward to Hyrule Warriors Legends.
I am.
Which is
I'll
the
look at that.
update for the 3DS. No, is the
What?
re-release of the game on 3DS.
Yeah, it wasn't on
Hyrule
3DS
Warriors.
initially. It was only on Wii U, and now
Yeah.
they're doing like a
special version.
Hyrule Warriors 1.5
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Which comes with new character Linkle,
Linkle.
which is a lady Link.
Girly Link.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's ruined. The game is ruined.
Ruined forever. They've
Get
ruined
these
the
women
character.
out of my video game.
God. What shits they are.
Fucking-
Wanting to be included and stuff.
I know.
How dare
It's
they?
almost like they think they're human.
Fucking see what we made me do.
Anyway,
Yes, anyway, Linkle's in the game, but more importantly, the King of Red Lions makes his marvellous return, and this time playable.
yes.
He swishes his sail around, and then he
He
turns
has
into
a
the
sail
boat.
as a weapon. And yeah, he can transform into the boat.
And
And he just
he murders people.
fucks
He
people out of the
he
way.
drifts into them.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a little tiny King of Red Lions with two Uzis just doing a drive-by in the boat,
Yeah. He grunts a lot.
He does grunt a
He's
lot.
a grunty king.
He's doing.
Yeah. And then he just kind of laughs when he turns into the boat because he's like, "You're all fucked."
Personally, I'm waiting for the main edition of the Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda lore, to get added to Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is Speedy Egbert.
What?
Ow, ow!
Speedy Egbert DLC incoming.
Hey, should we
I wonder how much the rights to that would cost.
hashtag Speedy Egbert
For
in-
Smash.
for Smash?
Yes!
Speedy Egbert for Smash, just so we can make Ollie's life a little bit happier. Like this video right now.
Yeah, sure.
Egg.
He's an egg. He's pretty speedy.
But he's not.
He's
not
pretty
speedy. Look, he's got arthritis.
If you hold shift, it's like his knees don't work anymore.
Shut up.
What's even happening?
You getting that?
Oh my god. More free DLC coming to you with Splatoon!
Game looks fun.
You're going to keep getting it till 2017.
It's pretty cool.
Still not played that game.
It's always one I've been kind of fringe interested in.
Yes, it's not something that I have. It's not a priority. It's a
You try it out.
it's not a priority.
Play it for like the first few weeks you have it maybe.
Yeah, and
Kind
then
of-
it's you put it away
yeah.
because video games
Unless you're Adam
happen.
Warcraft.
Unless you're Adam Warcraft. I hope you're enjoying the game, Adam.
But we were kind of thinking about that date that they gave.
Oh,
Up
2017.
to
Yes,
2017. We were kind of
we're speculating.
theorizing just why they might have given that date.
Yeah, are they just gonna start shifting? Is that when Splatoon 2 will come out? That's roughly
Maybe for a new system.
You know, like not maybe that date. You know, January.
Well, yeah,
It's not
but maybe announced
that year.
system or
Will be
something,
like,
yeah.
hey, here's Splatoon 2 on NX.
You want Splatoon 2? You're gonna have to get the new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like here's a load of new shit. It's Splatoon as you remember it, with a new campaign, but it's on NX.
It's
Go.
pretty and
It's prettier and
it's goopier.
I got goopy this weekend.
Do I want to know? That sounds highly
Well-
suspect.
Well, I went into the sandwich shop
Does this factor into Ollie's research?
and I saw Ollie doing his research.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's looking at those graphs pretty hard.
You see, I feel like I was there, but I don't remember any of it because I think I took a pretty hard blow to the head.
Yeah, it was.
In fact, I think we might have footage of that somewhere. Let me just kind of.
Oh! What the fuck is this? Wow.
My God.
What footage is this?
Well, I have amnesia. I don't remember that.
That was an exciting time. We got goopy after the fact that wasn't on camera.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Our camera woman stopped recording at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
And then
She wanted to leave.
she wanted to leave.
No goopiness for her.
Yeah, no goopiness for her. Star Fox Zero. I'm just gonna burst through these now.
Sure.
Star Fox Zero coming out next April. Looks okay.
I really liked it.
Yeah,
I
you
played
did
it.
like it.
Yeah.
That's on a podcast somewhere.
It is on a podcast a good few weeks back. That was like
Yeah.
September time, yeah.
Mother 3
Mother 3.
only coming to Japan on Wii U Virtual Console.
Yep.
Fuck you!
It Mother 3.
The
Only in
translation.
Japan.
The translation's already out there.
Fans have done it probably.
Yeah, no, they have.
Yeah.
Nintendo were like, kind of cast a blind eye to it, like, oh, we're just gonna cease and desist everything else, but yeah, you
You guys
do
can
this work.
have that.
Is it just pay them
What's the
a
problem?
lump sum, go
We're taking
fat
your
stacks,
work. Yeah.
bank, money,
I
dosh,
think it would do well enough.
loads of money.
I feel like Mother 3 would do well enough.
Fuck
if
yeah, it
was
would.
released yeah.
There's enough people out there who, you know, they're fucking releasing Lucas Amiibo,
Yeah.
and no one, you know,
Lucas DLC.
and Lucas DLC, like, everyone wants Mother 3 over here now.
Just
Like,
to say that they've had it.
a legit version.
I feel like a lot of it is just so that it's like, yes, it has finally just come out over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Um,
Because it's been such a deal for ages, hasn't it?
it's kind of a joke.
Yeah.
Like, it literally is just Nintendo handing over like a check. And
Yeah.
going, right, here you go, lads.
There you go.
Thanks.
You think Nintendo would be all about that, making their people happy?
Yeah. But they did kind of make me happy
Yeah?
because they did announce that Dragon Quests 7 and 8 were coming to 3DS. The west to the west finally from Japan. But then did slightly confuse me.
Right.
Oh no, just going back to the Dragon Quest stuff
Mm.
beforehand. Square Enix said that they would start bringing over more Dragon Quest games if Dragon Quest Heroes sold well. So Wario 64 took a look at the latest PSN charts and it was number 20.
Oh.
Below like games that came out way earlier this year, like
Mm.
remasters and stuff like that.
Mm.
And it then did get announced on PC. Like
Okay.
incidentally, like, oh yeah, maybe we should boost our sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame because Dragon Quest is fucking rad as shit, and I'm scared that we won't get to see 11.
It's the thing, yeah, it's like where I've always heard they're good games, but it's just not something that I don't think people buy.
Well, it like in Japan, like it used to be so big
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
like had to release. They had to change like the release schedule of the games specifically because people taking like the week off, like you know, school off and stuff like that to go get Dragon Quest. So like I think they switched it to like a Friday so that people could just play over the weekend and stuff like that. I like Dragon Quest a lot. I like the world. You know, it's
Cool.
Akira Toriyama
Yeah.
doing the art.
Mm.
It's all good. Slimes,
Yeah.
getting slimy.
It's weird themes going on this week. Goopy
And then
slime.
and then you know what is a bit slimy? Well, it's not really slimy because it's kind of DLC at the end of the day. Fire Emblem Fates.
I wouldn't say it's slimy.
It's a bit weird though.
It's a bit.
It's weird. There's like so
It's
there's
very
two
not
versions
Nintendo.
of yeah.
But I feel
Well,
like-
then again, it's fucking Pokemon
I
at
guess.
the end of the day.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But except there's like two entirely different stories within it.
Yeah, for this, so it's basically the new Fire Emblem game is getting like 3 different iterations.
Yes.
Like
So no, it's getting 2 different iterations
Yeah.
and then a third bonus
a third
thing.
one later on that's
But then also comes in the collector's edition,
something different.
which comes with like all 3 games.
Yeah,
So it's
each
like
game will be like a different side of the story.
yeah, and then the third one like brings it all together or something.
Supposedly, that's kind of what we guess. at
Yeah.
least.
But it's you buy the first one full price
Mhm.
and the second one's half price
Yep.
or $20,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will be able to. And then if you own either of them, you can then download the third one.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, the thing is like, yo, that's a lot of game.
Yeah, like with if like another company did this, you'd be like, oh, money grubbing.
Yeah, but it's Nintendo,
scoundrels.
and like
it's
they're
just,
making.
I just feel like it's Nintendo being kind of innocent and not
Yeah.
really knowing.
But also,
this
like,
would
they
be
are
received the
releasing
same.
like an $80 special edition, so you
Yeah.
can just get everything all at once.
Which I might be in the minority, but I find that tempting.
I do as well.
Just to get it all.
But like, it does
together.
sound a lot like you were trying to pick up like what it could be like.
What the like third bit could be.
Yeah, but like I think it could be similar to because it's already out in Japan, so I'm sure we could look at like some proper explanation behind it and stuff like that. But I think it might be something similar to Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons,
the Oracle Pages one.
yeah.
Like Game Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you needed to complete both of them and then link them up to get a code
Wow.
to fight Ganon.
Wow. So you'll do both games, and then the third game will be like the big climax.
Yeah, like here's the actual like that's
I was saying about Sonic Adventure 2 Battle earlier.
yeah.
You have like the 2 stories, and then,
And then
once
there's
you've
the
done both the
true-
2 stories, they just kind of team up and fight the big bad.
yeah.
And I guess that one.
Yeah.
That's our best guess at the very least.
Fire Emblem, not our forte.
Final Fire Emblem. I played Awakening and I enjoyed it a lot, but that's the only one I've played.
Yeah, played
So-
one on the Wii and was like, fuck this. Strategy games, I can play Halo.
You can do the shooty bang bang.
Shoot, bang, bang, shoot, bang, bang, we love you.
Yep.
And then lastly, like, the big one for us, Pokemon
Yeah.
Red, Blue and Yellow getting
It's a
re-released.
shame we don't have Ollie here.
No.
This year's our
He's
Pokemon
our-
Master.
Yeah. They looks really fucking cool. Like the fact that they're doing it, like, and then they've gone to the effort to like, oh yeah, so there's like massive functions in the game that obviously don't work anymore. So we've edited them.
Just update
like,
it
Updated
to
it.
the current stuff, so it's got like wireless functionality
Yeah.
now, and you can trade stuff over. And Ollie was speculating maybe you could.
Battle because
Battle or
it's
not.
still just doing. It's just still link cable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which
Which he said would be particularly interesting because there isn't like a breeding sort of seed.
there's
in
no
Red, Blue and Yellow.
like specific stats that
You
you have to
can't,
build
like,
towards.
engineer a
Yeah.
Pokemon. You just kind of work with what you have.
Yeah.
So he said it might be interesting if you could do that.
That would be really cool to see.
Yeah.
That's oddly like the most exciting news on.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just a cool thing. I'm like, I dare say I'll play it, and it'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be another
I'll
romp
pick
through
up
Pokemon.
Yellow.
Yeah.
I'll pick up Yellow, relive my childhood,
Yeah, exactly.
relive the moment that I realised I bought a pre-owned copy of Pokemon Yellow, which had
Like everything on it.
everything on it, and then press new game
Ooh.
because I thought you could have multiple files,
Oh right, yeah.
and then you go back and you've already saved, it's gone forever.
I cry every time.
But that's been the sandwich shop.
Yeah.
Everything. That's all
Mostly
the news.
Shed Tendo.
Shed Tendo.
Yep. The Shed Tendo sandwich shop mostly.
Done for another week.
Yep.
Another week done, dusted. You too can enjoy.
Please tell us if you like the in-between bits.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and also tell us if you also enjoy eating new sandwiches. I hate my life.